Hello, hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to be going to the Trooper Advanced Training class, and to get to the Advanced Training version of the Trooper, you need to head to Arrakis or Arrakeen. I'm probably saying it wrong, but anyway. So once you arrive on the taxi service, you'll go in through here, head up the stairs, immediately take like a U-turn to come down this corridor here, and the trainer should be in this area here, and we shall show you. Alright, so back there is where the taxi would come in. We just run through this long hallway, basically, and up these stairs here. We'll immediately turn left when we get to the top, and then we should run right into the trainer. They should have a blue, light over their head like that. Makes them super easy to see. While you're here, I suggest doing the planetologist quest line until it brings you here, so you can save money and time, and then grab the Mentat trainer as well. And then, so we'll talk to the trooper here. Alright, so it's kind of a long conversation. We can't really mess up. If you do mess up, you can always go back through and do it again. But ultimately, we have to head back to the Harco Basin and kill some people and take their goods and bring it back to the trooper. So yeah, everything we do in here, it brings us back to Harco Basin. So make sure to grab up all 3 quest lines while you're here, and then head back. The closest fast travel point for this is probably going to be the Anvil. Pinnacle Station might be, I think Pinnacle Station is just a little bit further away. Right, for the part of the Trooper class that is called Seeking Control, my plane's kind of blocking it, we're going here. You'll have, of course, a quest marker to tell you where it is. It's right next to the sweep in Jabal if you're at a Hologen Noob location. No idea if I said that right, but if you fast travel to the Anvil, it's just north and a little bit west. If you fast travel to the Pinnacle Station, it's south and east. Or sorry, it's here, not here. But yeah, same thing. Right, and this is what it looks like. Right, pretty easy. We go down there and collect the supplies that the trooper is wanting. And in this place, if you go to the very top of the base, the intel is in this room. Pretty easy to get to, pretty easy to find. So we can grab the intel there. So the same place you get the intel off the desk in the very top room is going to be a book across the table from it. You can take that. And that's what we're looking for. Right, a slaver lieutenant and commander hold 1 servo stem each. On these guys, it looks like these guys spawned once we've read that, so that we can get the servo transmitter. Right, and then we just loot their bodies after killing them, and there we go. Right now we gotta head back to the we can head back to Arrakeen. And again, if you're doing the planetologist and the Mentat training, you can hit those up before you head back. Save yourself some time and money. It's pretty straightforward. Once back into Arrakeen, we return to our soldier and return in our quest.
You're back.
Alright, so after you turn it in, she'll tell you to wait, but you can immediately retalk and get the next quest. Alright, for the next part of the trooper quest, we're going to have to go to Harco Village. So now we're going to have to travel to the other city. And then for the second part, we're going to need a hand scanner. So make sure you grab one of those on your way through. Alright, so make sure you keep talking to her until you have the quest Regaining Control, and you got to meet the smuggler in Harco Village. Don't travel to Harco Village until you have that quest, otherwise you'll end up having to come back. Alright, so once in Harco Village, we're going to run all the way to the back and go into an alleyway right kind of where the Swordmaster is. The Swordmaster would normally be located at the end of this alley, if you're at the beginning of it, depending on which direction you come from. Alright, the map doesn't really work well in these cities for me, so we're going to head back. This is the bar here on the left, right? Head back, turn to the right. You could turn to the left, it's a circle, brings you to the same place. Right, the Bene Gesserit trainer is right there on our right, and in this alley here on the left is where we need to go. Now, if you flew in on your copter, you would come in through here and just turn right. I believe that's where you come in when you fly from the copter, I'm not sure. Right, you're just looking forward to this little wait thing here. Right, smuggler's nowhere to be seen. Now we gotta head over to the bar and talk to the black market trader. Now we gotta ask for a specific drink when we do this. So let's get in here. Right, and then we gotta ask for a Karen brandy with a cedric twist.
That's a special drink. Fresh cedric juice.
And tell them I have a special beer. And then I'm looking for the smuggler. And of course, this is just pretty much straightforward. And then we head back to the back room where this the first time you come here, you know, you'll have to deal with this lady here. Back in this room and to the left is a ledger. We can go look at it. Right, and so now we've read the ledger. Right, then we return to the black market trader here, whose name is apparently Anuska or something like that. Miss Hanavar. Right, and then of course we go through the same conversation steps
Fresh
again.
special drink.
Right, now we got to go to Jabal and locate the stash. So back to the planet. Alright, so the next place the Trooper's quest is going to take you is going to be Naga Basin here, between, on this little rock, surrounded by quicksand, so be careful. There's only a few ways that you can get in on the ground, but you can fly in pretty easily. Alright, and this is what it looks like, just this lone rock out here surrounded by quicksand. It's a great place to, I guess, to hide something because no one wanted to come out here. So we gotta locate the stash that's here. Right, on the bottom level of this rock, at the bottom, the stash will be here, and it'll light up blue. It's pretty easy to find. They can give you good indicators. Alright, so, and then it tells you the stash is nowhere to be found. Perhaps there are traces to detect. And this is where we need our scanner, right? Now we have to scan this for traces. Alright, now we got the hand scanner. We can come back and we just use it on this. And it tells us we completed scanning it. No longer perceptible to human eye. Leads into the Hogger Rift. Alright, so there we go. Now we can go investigate the mineral extraction facility. Right, so from here we would head northeast and go to here and do investigate the mineral extraction facility. This is going to actually be, you can see, probably down in this rift. Right, so this one's a bit tricky. As you go, yeah, it's not where it says it is on the map, right? Because it's down in this rift. So you got to go over where it says it is, come to the rift, drop down. You'll go past this facility. You go even lower than this facility. But if you want, that facility there has a few ray amplifiers you can go in and get. Go below it, and here we have the mining facility near the bottom. It's not quite at the bottom. You can go a little farther down, but it's really close, and you can see that it has the crystals on the side that you need for cobalt paste. Alright, so down here, your vehicle is safe from sandstorms. You want to leave it there for a respawn point. And then we go inside the mining facility. Alright, so the mining facility is radiated. If you go on past the radiated area and then turn to your right, we can go back up in here, though. Alright, so we're going to have to go into the radiation zone, but it's easiest to do it from above than try and run through that door. You can come this way, so we can just drop down and get what we need and get out before we die. Radiation, okay, so drop down where I just did. Alright, so when you drop down, next to the speeder bike here, right, there's two ghost bodies hanging here on the wall. Can interact with it, get what we need, and get out. Alright, now deradiate, we'll go back in. And you can technically just go in through here, take a left, or sorry, take a right, run in here, and get to his body, I guess, without the radiation of killing you. It's kind of coming from above. Now, if you jump down in this hole here, there's a loot chest. Alright, so two ghost bodies here, and to the left of two ghost body. It's a hole we can drop down into. And we get out of the radiation zone by coming down here. There is poison in here, so be careful of that. Right, and then we can just grab this loot chest. We can head back out and run back out, and we're done. We can head back and report to Kara at the in Arrakeen. On the advanced soldier quest, when you talk to her and turn this in, then you are going to be sent to Harco Village after you talk to her a few times, get your training, get the next quest. She's going to send you to Harco Village to get some stims. So then we got to head over there. Right, so once you're in Harco Village, you just go up through here. Take a right, go in here, circle around, come up, and come over here and go upstairs and talk to this person. So I'll go ahead and show you, so in case you get lost, where it's at. All right, so we'll go in. Person we want to talk to is up there. All right, so we'll just keep heading straight, and we'll go all the way through this hallway here, and then we'll take a right. The bar's on the left there. Swing around it. And then we're going to go inside this building here. This is where you pay your taxes and stuff. Right, in the back of where you pay taxes, turn right once you made it all the way to the back, and you'll find these stairs. Keep going. It'll bring you around up here where you take a left, and it'll just keep kind of winding around until we're at the level we need to be. Okay, take a left through here, then we'll take another left. Come out on this bridge. We'll head over and we'll talk to this person who has a blue bulb above their head. Alright, so when you talk to this person, you'll want to choose the bottom choice, which is the Kara sent me, right? And she doesn't like Kara and doesn't want to do it. So you'll have to go through the choices and convince her to to do it. Like you're gonna go, you'll help her get medicine, and then then she agrees. All right. The next thing you just want to hop down and go into the bar, and we need to go talk to the bartender. And this again is the Kyrian brandy one. All right, and then the bartender will send you back to the basin where we go, and we can get the supplies there. Right, for the trooper quest, we're going to need to head over to the Odom up here again. We're going into the watch, which is under here, into Taqua's watch. Again, if the Odom here is from the Crossroads trade post, you can just travel northwest. Right, and this is Eastern Shalom, in case you don't know. And this is the Odom, and over here is Western Vermilion Gap. So this is the far top left side of the world. Right, so we'll zoom in a little bit to give you a closer idea. This is the temple. All right, now for a bird's eye view, this is what it looks like. It looks like some kind of a snake building. That's where we're going to go in at. Now, you can place spawn beacons, or you can leave your vehicle outside. If you want to leave your vehicle outside, I'll show you a little trick. You just find a place where you can go under something, and it'll say sheltered. All right, see how now it switched my vehicle to sheltered, so it's safe here. So I can leave it here in case a sandstorm comes. All right, so we enter the watch. We'll have to fight a bunch of guys outside. You're going to be in beryllium gear, most likely. You can pull this off in aluminum gear. I wouldn't go too much lower than aluminum, though, for this. Unless you're just really, really confident in your combat abilities. All right, once we're in, we just kill Masquerade. We just have to kill a few people. Apparently, I killed one outside before I realized what was going on. All right, so both enemies are pretty much at the entrance of this building. You can kill them, and then you can head back to Harco Village and turn it in. Or, you know, you can also continue running this temple as well if you'd like. And for the next part of the soldier quest, or trooper quest, we need to head back into the Harco Village and head to the bar, talk to the bartender, of course, and get the next part of the quest going here. So talk to the bartender. Of course, we need to do the brandy, is the special code word here. All right, tell them the nest is eradicated. All right, now we can go talk to the doctor. I remember the doctor is upstairs. It takes a while to get to. We got to go to the back of the guild bank or tax area. Not sure if this is both or just the tax area. Anyway, you pay your taxes here at the end. You go past that, turn right, all the way up, and then follow us around, and then all the way to the left once we get to the top. Right, the doctor has the blue light overhead. Right, and of course, it's the last choice, which is the only choice that's not grayed out. All right, once you get the drugs from the doctor, we can head back over to Arrakeen and turn it in and get our next quest. So the trooper's next quest, Master Weapons, is a fairly straightforward quest. It's pretty easy to do. You just have to you just have to do 3 things like a lot of the other classes, and then but then we have to go back to Harco Village to buy some drugs. So we'll need about, I think it's 1,000 to buy the drugs. So let's see. So we can just deploy Assault Seeker, and you see there, it just worked. So, I don't know why we have to do it so many times, but yeah. All right, but for this one, you'll have to do 3, you'll have to cast 3 abilities like some of the other ones, so let's see. The abilities you'll need for this is going to be Gravity Field, Assault Seeker, and Attractor Field. Assault Seeker's first, then Attractor Field, and then Gravity Field. So this require, it looks like about 7 points into this tree, and remember, you can always respec every 4 to 8 hours if needed. I wouldn't, if you're trying to get all the classes unlocked at once, I wouldn't push your points in any of them really, except for the skills you need for the quest. And if this is like the other class, you can't do these all at once. Like I can't pop this and then have it, count for the next quest. All right, so once you've done all your skills, you head back to the Harco Village and we talk to the soup doctor. Let him know Kara needs more stims. All right, so there are several options here. I'm gonna go down one of these paths, and we'll see if it actually costs me money or not. We'll start here since we know they don't like Kara. So the second choice is a pretty funny story. I'm not gonna go show that to you here. You just have to go through it to see it on your own. Don't want to spoil anything. All right, but no, it's pretty funny, but it has nothing to do with this part of the quest. So it's gonna cost us 1,000. So there's just one path to go for that. The other one's just a funny story. Right, so drop 1,000, get stims, then head back to Arrakeen and deliver the medicine. So gonna cost us 6,000 gold total to just for to finish this quest. Okay, so after you take the stims to the trooper trainer, and then she tells you about your next quest, you gotta talk to her twice to get your next quest. Right, you get trained, get next quest. Same routine we go through with all of them. Right, they'll send you to the Hand of Khadar next. Right, enter Khadar Shadow. This is where it looks like on the map. Is this big rock here? All right, and just to show you on the map as well, this is where the Shadow of Khadar is. This is the in Jabal Ifrit. The closest travel point is probably going to be this one. Pinnacle Station is not too far away. This is the Anvil. Sorry, the Anvil and Pinnacle Station is not too far away. Right, once one of your objectives is to kill slavers. Right, and in the building on the left that we showed you, when you run up here, there is a quest in here with a crate and want you to go deliver to someone. So pretty easy contract to get. Contracts are really good to do for money and for experience points for getting your intel points. So always good to grab those. You can get a lot of calibrated servos here, so make sure to inspect the area well before you while you're here, just so you're doubling down on your time, right? And if you really wanted to take the time and climb to the top of the hand there, at the very, I believe the very top has a special chest on it, and there's chests along the path all the way up as well. The shipping manifest is in this building here. Right, you can see it goes up into the mountain a little bit there, sticks out. Right, so here's the shipping manifest. It's just right out in the open. You land here, kill a few slavers, grab it, and you completed 2 parts of this quest. Okay, now we gotta head back to Kara. Once you return to Kara, she's gonna send you to go arrange transport to the doctor. So we gotta come talk to this guy to arrange transport. Right, to give you an idea, he's just straight across from Kara. You can just jump down and run into the, she's here, you just jump down, run across here, and go talk to him. He's in this hallway. Pretty easy. So this is gonna cost us 4,000 Solari, so make sure you have the Solari on you when you come here. This quest line is getting kind of expensive. Alright, then of course we gotta go back and tell Kara the information. Alright, after talking to Kara, she sends you back to the basin to find a dead drop. Alright, for this quest, we're heading back to the Khadar Shadow area, so we'll go to Anvil for fast traveling. The Smuggler Set drop is going to be just east of Khadar Shadow. Alright, so this is the Hand of Khadar. Just east of it is going to be where it's at. And I'll show you, you have the, in case you don't have the indicator, it's right here. Right, this is what the area looks like. Right, and it's right here. You may have to climb up to it if you don't have a helicopter. Right, the dead drop is in this box. Pretty easy to find. And there's some loot around here for you to take as well. Alright, so this quest wants you to go to the upper floor of the Shadow of Khadar. And remember, the Shadow of Khadar is not necessarily the Hand of Khadar. It's this building here. Get it? I'm getting shot at? Yeah. Alright, so once you get up here, you have access to the top floor. We can probably access it from down below too. You don't have to land directly on top. This is basically back where we were earlier to get the notes and kill the slavers. Now we need to go find the commander and take the transmitter. Right, the commander's just right below us. Inside this building here. Okay, so you can make your way up the stairs and work your way to the top of the building however you want. You can climb, jump, whatever you want to do. You get in the building, get on the top floor here, and the boss should just be here hanging out. Alright, there he is. Alright, the boss is decently tough, and once you beat him, you get the objective. Just make sure to loot the body before it disappears. And now we just deliver the transmitter to the Sook Doctor, which you remember is in Harco Village. Alright, so once you return to Harco Village, talk to the doctor, give him the transmitter, and then it says visit Kara in Arrakeen after the operation, so we'll just head back to Arrakeen. Alright, once back on Arrakeen, we need to go to the bar, so that's just straight up from the flight, and turn right from the fast travel. Go into the bar, then we'll head down and we'll share a drink with her. She's right here. So let's talk to Kara. Right, then after you turn it in, you get a Mendex rattle. and you finish the quest. Now you have max level trooper. And if you're wanting an Omen Dex, Rattle does 39 damage per shot, uses light darts, and has 193 RPM. So this is a really good rifle. And according to the explanation, it can do a burst shot in battle as well. Right, and that's how to do the Trooper quest. Make sure to check out my other advanced guys. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Have an awesome day.